Hi everyone, my name's Sam and I'm a job specialist. I work with a local agency to connect people to jobs. In my agency, we personally work with a wide variety of individuals, including those of neurodiverse backgrounds. Working with them would include establishing a relationship with the client, walking them through the job preparation process, and supporting them after they've been able to obtain employment, which is often called retention services. In most cases, we work with the candidate to help them obtain competitive employment within our local job market and have been successful in placing them in jobs that help them at least reach their goals or can help the client reach their vocational potentials. Additionally, someone in my position may have connections to training programs or skills development resources that may or may not help the client along their way. Today I want to talk about the first step of our process, which is called the communication and building rapport. This part of our process really includes figuring out how to best communicate with the client, what are some do's and don'ts when interacting with them, what are some sensitivities or triggers, anything along those lines. This enables a job specialist like myself to better support the client and meet them where they are at rather than giving general advice that may or not be as helpful as it could be. So an example of that would be I had worked with someone of a neurodiverse background and I was trying to establish rapport. Generally, I have a checklist. I just asked them about their background and, it was very slow. Initially, the client was referred to us and they were recognized as someone needing social skills development. What I had discovered after meeting with them one or two times over the course of a week or two was that their communication style was not verbal. It was very written. They would take notes, they would write notes to me, and after those couple weeks, I took some notes and realized that maybe I should also reciprocate the gesture and start writing notes to them, start giving them handwritten notes about what I think they should do and communicating them in that manner. What this allowed me to do was allowed me to give me more open communication with the client, and they started to open up. They were able to give me more direction into what their vocational goals are, what their life goals are, and eventually it got them to be comfortable speaking with me. But, that did take a while. And through all that, it actually let me understand that everyone's communication style is different, and those with neurodiverse backgrounds and any other diverse backgrounds also would need a different style of communication. This eventually allowed me to speak with hiring managers about this client, and I was able to inform the managers about how to communicate with this client, because sometimes when clients are referred to roles and they come in, there's a certain expectation of neurotypical candidates and that they would communicate in a certain way. But because I was able to establish rapport and understand the communication aspect of this client I was working with, this manager also was able to understand and was able to communicate in the way that the candidate would feel comfortable. And I say all this basically to highlight that the importance of giving a neurodiverse individual space to express themselves freely and in their own way. So when it comes time to actually giving them feedback, general advice, or even just during an interview, they would be best served and they would be best supported if we were able to understand them. And that's the basis of communication, being able to understand the other person and communicate positively and understandingly. So that's all I have for today, guys. And in the future, hopefully we can cover other topics regarding working with job specialists. If you have any other topics you'd like to hear about, please comment below and we'll try to make it happen. And again, my name is Sam. I'm a job specialist. Thanks for hanging out with me today.